Let's move on. Indigenous women have been in the forefront campaigning for inclusion in natural resource governance and tenure rights. The women from 14 ASIL counties, supported by Samburu Women Trust, are gathering to advance an enabling environment for interaction with women leaders and freely voice out their concerns for redress and seek solution. Paul Moniki is in Isiolo, where this gathering is happening. Moniki, how's that unraveling?
Alan, and as you have clearly stated, is that we are pitching tent here at Isiolo County, where Indigenous women from 14 ASO counties are gathering to discuss issues on their rights, especially on issues of tenure or land tenure. Remember that women from the Indigenous communities are the real users of land, but they have been left behind in administering or in governance when it comes to issues of land. And this conference has been going in years whereby it is empowering these women from down in the rural areas, especially in these ASO counties where land is owned communally. And I'm joined by the Samburu Women Trust CEO, who is going to diverge into this issue, telling us where they have come from and what they want to achieve at the end of this conference. Karibu sana Jane, tell us, you have been here at this conference has been happening year in, year out. What have you achieved, and maybe what are the issues that you want to impact to these women in the Indigenous communities?
Thank you so much. My name is Jane Midwas, Director, Samburu Women Trust. Of course, yes, we've been working for the last 10 years trying to amplify voices of women from different ASAL county, especially around issues on natural resources and how women can own, manage and control around uses on land. And we've seen progressive result, especially using the community land 2016. The progressive is also jointly effort with the National Land Commission trying to fast track how communities can register, especially in ASAL County, which has been a niche. And we are also happy that the government has given us community land registrars in those counties, but they still have some challenges on where community land registrar can manage from 3 counties, Isiolo, Samburu, and Marsabit County, to manage and register their land. And issues on land is ill emotive, and communities already self-led, organizing, trying to prepare themselves and see that they are able to organize and register themselves so that they are able to get that land, so that when around issues on lapset, which is passing in these counties we are talking about, that the community can able to negotiate and understand what they land. And mostly where we are discussing around issues on Indigenous women, we are also interrogating further what is the percentage of women owning those land and managing, because we believe even when you discuss and the government is issuing title deed, what is the percentage of women giving owning those land, because women actually they are the custodians of these issues and also they are the managers. So we are interested to see the percentage of numbers. So we don't just say give us land. What is the percentage of women owning those lands, so that we can able to interrogate further?
And maybe we understand that, Jane, these issues of land, they concern men. Are you engaging men to see that also women get leadership in these maybe community lands or according to the Community Lands Act?
Of course, the conversation is very, 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 very active, where when you talk about issues on land, who own land, who even manage the CLMC within these communities or group branches, majorities of them are men. So involving them is part of them. So our interest, how do we also include as women? Because those voices of communities land, it is a male-dominated conversation. How do we also make sure that women become part of the conversation? And when you talk about owning, managing, also women have that, leeway to manage and discuss those issues. So we're also asking men to give us opportunity to be part of that conversation.
Thank you so much, Alan. I'm also joined by the CAS Gender and Public Service, Madam Elachi, who is joining this conference. Karibu sana, Madam, and kindly tell us what the ministry doing on issues of land rights, especially with the Indigenous people.
Thank you very much. First, I want to really thank Jane and the Indigenous women. I think I have walked a journey within their conventions for the last 6 years. And yes, as the ministry, you realize that very just recently the president now brought in the issues of ASAL, the issues of special programs, the issues of senior citizens within the ministry. And I really want to thank my CS, Professor Margaret Kovia, for just giving me the opportunity also to just come and speak to the women. As we deal with issues of women is cross-cutting. The issue of land is very emotive. We know it's in the Ministry of Land, but as a ministry also, it is our duty within the Gender Department to ensure that issues of women are taken in a holistic manner. And today, as we speak, I know there are issues of legislation, there are issues of the conservations that they have within the 13 or 14 counties. And these are issues we are trying to see how can we work together? How can women understand even the memorandums that are put together? Even how they can engage, how the investors can come in and appreciate the communities that are there and work together and even build those communities, change their lives. And so within the ministry, as we go and as we look at the new assignments that we have been given, and I know they are very broad, but the more important thing is that, and I have told Jane, that she will have to come and sit down with the team that is dealing with ASAL, and so that all the recommendations that are done by these women going forward, we are able to follow, and we are able to ensure that we are now working together. I think the more important thing is that the ministry being a one-stop on humanity, that's what I'll call it. It is important for us to appreciate that the president knew we have to touch lives, and we must change lives, and we must change the mindset that people have bought, saying that government does not come to the people. That is why I'm here today, to ensure that in whatever recommendation they give, I will have to take that responsibility to ensure the departments of PS Marwa and the Department of Bowen will follow up going forward. And so that is the partnership that we are going to have. We are also talking about women in politics, and which is very critical now, going to elections. How are they organizing themselves? How do they want to see women join, and especially women from those minority tribes? Because even when we talk, people wonder when we are talking of minority, the only thing it's there are more minorities within those minorities. And those are the groups that we want to now pull out and see how those women, the La James, Kwa James in Baringo, we have those, the Sangwen in Marakwet, and many others in Mombasa. We have very small minority tribes in Tana River. How are we ensuring they are also participating and being part of us?
Thank you so much, Mheshimiwa Alan. Indeed, those are very powerful words from very powerful ladies here in Isiolo who are attending this annual gathering or annual conference on Indigenous women. And it's true, they are going to soldier on to make sure that these women are empowered even to take those political seats, as Madam Elachi has described. From here in Isiolo County, back to your studio. My name is Paul Moniki.
Thank you for that, Paul Mwaniki, of course, and also beautiful efforts right there to just engage women in politics as well as governance issues. As the saying goes, the future is female. Let's take another break right here on the Daily Brief. I get back with the last beat of this segment in just a short while.